Hello, Mr. Boogie. I know the likelihood of you seeing this is pretty much close to zero, but you know what? That's fine. But I just recently saw that Mike Clum documentary that is now going viral on the interwebs. And I just have like a lot of thoughts about it that I just want to exercise out of me. And no, this is not going to be a hate video for those of you expecting me to just start trashing on Mr. Boogie for, the next 10 minutes or whatever. And this is not a sympathy video. I am not going to be sitting here tickling his nutsack and be like, oh my god, poor guy. What should we do? How can we help him? You can do this. Oh, I'm rooting for you, blah. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't hate the guy and I don't have sympathy for him, but I do have some compassion for the situation that he's in. Because like after I saw the video, I just couldn't help but feel like the dude has already given up. And I just think that's a dang shame, because after watching the video, I couldn't help but feel like, dang, this is a golden opportunity for you. Your golden goose opportunity, the golden time for you has arrived, Mr. Boogie. Now, I don't want this to come off as being super preachy and just me like nagging you with advice because, let's be real. You don't know me, I don't know you, we're strangers on the internet, and why should you listen to me, just a stranger on the internet? And you know what? That's fair. But I also think that an outsider's perspective that is free from bias is a very valuable thing. I mean, like we see this all the time with like relationships and stuff. It's so easy for the people outside of a toxic relationship to see all the cracks and the red flags that the people inside the relationship can't see, right? Coaches don't play for a reason. So that's why I decided to make this video, just to give my thoughts and give an outsider's perspective on what an outsider, aka me, would do if I were in his shoes, and how I would go about changing my life for the better. So yeah, just ideas, not advice, just what an outsider would do in his shoes. Because let me tell ya, I really mean it when I say that this is his golden opportunity. This is your time to shine. Why? Because it's the perfect time to rebrand your channel. You got eyes on you now already. Rebrand your channel into what? Hear me out for a second, okay? I would rebrand the channel into being a self-improvement channel. Now, I already know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, oh my god, self-improvement? Like, oh, so like you want me to diet or something? You want me to exercise? Oh my god, that sounds so hard. That sounds like a lot of work and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Yeah, you're right. It's probably gonna be a lot of work, but you know what? Guess what? That work can be your content. And when you think about it, people who are interested in self-development, how many of them can actually turn that into content or have the advantage of turning that into content? Most people, they go out and they work, 9 to 5 jobs, and like if they do want to improve themselves, they have to like, spend extra time and extra work, investing in like a personal trainer and going to the gym, putting in the work to diet and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? All that extra work that other people do can be your actual work that will give you money because you're a creator and you can turn this into content. So it's twofold. You both improve your health, you improve your mental wellness, and you make money doing it. It's genius, isn't it? Because let's be real for a second, okay? The general sentiment towards you on the internet is pretty negative. Just being real. People don't like your attitude. They don't like how you complain about everything. They don't like how negative your channel is. And the people who do still support you, the people who are still on your channel, saying, you know what, you can do this, I'm rooting for you, Boogie, they also want to see positive content. They're literally telling you that they're supporting you and they want to see you change. So give them what they want. Because let's be real. The people who have originally watched your videos, they're probably not going to come back. Not until you change up your video style, right? Because they left for a reason. They left because of your attitude and your general persona. So now it's time to rebrand that persona into something positive. That is your only way to get those viewers back. Because you know what people love? They love an underdog story. If those people who have criticized your attitude and your lifestyle see that you're actually trying to make the adjustments and change to be a better person, if they see content dedicated to that, they will come back, which means views, which means money. And let's just be super cynical here for a second, okay? Let's just imagine that you're only gonna do it just for the content. So you're just faking it, right? You're just faking eating that celery. You don't actually eat the whole thing and you're just making it for the content, right? Super cynical, but let's just imagine that for a second. Even in that scenario, the best case of that scenario is in faking those good habits and faking it just for the content, you're still kind of doing it, even if it's just for the content. And by faking it, you're steadily building up those good habits, which will eventually compound into you actually getting better, right? Even if we spend it in the most negative way possible, where like you're literally only doing it for the content, you're just faking it and you don't want to get better and it's not working at all, it's still content that will make you money, right? And obviously I don't think that's what's going to happen, but even the most negative scenario where you're only doing it for content and you don't actually feel like improving yourself, that content is still what people want to watch, right? So it's still going to make you money, even if it's all fake. But the hope is, in faking it, you will eventually make it, and it will actually eventually improve your life. What a better underdog story than that. I mean, like we're seeing it like now, currently, like with like Nikocado Avocado or whatever. People have been hating on him for years, and only recently now I think he's starting to lose weight, and people are supporting him like crazy. That can be you. You already have supporters who want to see you change. You already have the 4 million subscribers, right? They want to see the content of you improving. So give it to them. And I know it's gonna sound super hard and super difficult, and you know, when you look over that giant mountain, right? You look over that giant horizon and you try to envision that version of yourself that, you know, has 6-pack abs and is, you know, tall and muscular and is rich or whatever it is, it's gonna look impossible, right? It's gonna feel so overwhelming, like how the fuck am I ever gonna get there? But you see, the thing is, you don't even gotta worry about that. All you gotta do is worry about today and what good habits that you can film and make content on today, because those good habits that you do today will eventually compound into big change. So that's all you gotta worry about. And isn't that freeing? Isn't it freeing to know that literally all you gotta do is worry about today? Because who you are today is literally what you did yesterday, right? The things that you ate, the things that you did, the things that you saw, the things that you thought, all of that stuff you did yesterday is who you are today. And isn't that just really freeing? You literally only need to worry about what's right in front of you. And that's it. If you can just be a good, better person in the next hour, which could mean just drinking a cup of water instead of downing a can of Coke or whatever, then just do that. It's super manageable, right? You can do that. You can drink a cup of water and you don't have to worry about the end result and how you're gonna eventually become super fit or whatever it is. Because thinking about that will just make you really depressed. So all you gotta do is think about today and make it into content. You have a huge advantage here. People's eyes are already on you and you already know what they want. If you read between the lines behind every single hate comment that comes your way, they're all basically saying the person who you are right now is not what they want to see. So give them what they want to see, even if it's fake. And yeah, I already know that there's a lot of you out there who are thinking like, yeah, Mr. Boogie's a lost cause. There's no way he's gonna do this and there's no way he's gonna change and blah, blah. And you know what? You might be right, but I don't think anyone is ever a total lost cause, because who you are is just literally your choices that you do every day. So then in that case, the change is really simple. All you gotta do is change the choices you make. And yeah, it all really does depend on him. And I'm not saying that he should do this or he shouldn't do that or whatever. I mean, this is just an idea at the end of the day, right? But I'm just saying, this is just one idea on how he can improve his life. There's so many other different avenues and different choices that he could make, right? That you could make, Mr. Boogie, if you're watching this. The possibilities are endless. Your life's not over yet, dude. But anyways, that's just what I think. I think there's still a chance that he can come back. And the easiest way to do that is by changing and rebranding his channel. That is genuinely what I think. Is he gonna do that? I don't know. I just thought that his mentality was very interesting to watch in that documentary. And I just wanted to tell him that, hey, you have the best chance in your life right now. And maybe he needs to hear that. Or maybe he is fine with how he is, which is cool too. It's his life. He can do whatever he wants. But anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Bye.